Wolves nil, Arsenal 1. Yes, be white football. And in this world, you have drug addicts, alcohol addicts, and then you have Arsenal, red card addicts. I cannot believe it. We've escaped from the Molineux, winning a game with 10 men. Honestly, how it's got to stop. It's got to stop the amount of games we play with 10 men. I can't believe it. It feels like we cannot finish a match with 11 men. For whatever reason, I don't know whether it's the referee's fault, our fault, whatever, we could not finish a match with 11 men, it seems. Someone has to get sent off. I guess the only good thing is we're so used to it now that when we go down to 10 men, it's not really a shock to our system. We probably train with 10 men, we're so used to it. Either way, we come out with a big 3 points. Make no mistake about it. This was a 6 points, as I said in my preview, and we come out with those 6 points, as you say, stopping Wolves, who would have gone above us with a win at their home place, coming away with a victory, and it's a big one. I tweeted actually in the first half saying, look, I can see an Arsenal player getting sent off here. Just the way the game was going, the crowd were involved. It was a feisty game, a lot of tough challenges going in, a lot of rough play. I could see out of the two teams, Arsenal were going to be the one to get a red card because we're going to lose our heads, and inevitably we did. Martinelli had a moment of madness. He allegedly got fouled. The ref didn't give it. He then pushed. I can't remember who it was. A Wolves player taking the throw in, which would have been a yellow, let's not lie. They get the advantage, and then he does body check the Wolves player further on about 5 seconds after fouling him in the first place, and the ref gives a double yellow instantly. Doesn't even give me yellow for the first one, just goes yellow, yellow, red. That was it. It was the quickest 1, 2, 3 I've ever seen in my life. And that sent Martinelli packing, and then after that became a defensive job. We brought on the centre-backs, but to be fair, we look good defensively. That's the one thing I can say under Arteta. Defensively, we look strong. I don't feel as nervous. If this was under Wenger in his last few years, if this was under Unai Emery, I would have literally just turned off the TV right then. I would have been like, look, I give up. We're going to concede. Under Arteta, to be fair, we do look better defensively. We don't really capitulate as much, which is a good sign. And we didn't capitulate today because there was easily, when we went down to that 10 men, we easily could have given away that victory. Because we were still, let's be honest, playing a good 25 minutes or so with 10 men. So it's not like there was 4 minutes left or something. But fortunately, Wolves didn't look their best either. That guy, Chiquinho, that came off the bench, he's going to be giving me nightmares tonight, man. What a player he was. Really tricky player down the right for them. Tierney and Gabriel was doing a lot to keep up with him. Unfortunately, we did. In terms of the game as a whole, it started a bit scrappy. The first 20 minutes or so was a bit of just possession, wrestling each other to get some kind of foothold of the ball. And then we eventually did score. It was the first major breakthrough. Corner came in, it was a free kick. Ben White heads it back across goal. Jose Sarr cleared out Lacazette and it fell straight to Gabriel to tap it in. Wolves were appealing. I don't know what they were appealing. If anything, Jose Sarr fouled Lacazette. So I don't know what they were complaining about. We get it into back of net with Gabriel, and that was our 1-0 that we needed. And after that, it was a game, let's be honest, very few chances. Like, you see the stats on the screen, 15 shots for Wolves, 4 on target, 12 shots for Arsenal, 2 on target. It was an even game. Nothing really clear-cut. And in the second half, Wolves went for it, and Ramsdale pulled off a couple of stunning saves, man. One of them, honestly, he punches the ball and it's on the floor, and then literally stands up and punches away this following shot afterwards. Outstanding save by Ramsdale. He was great today. But other than that, I don't think there was... Okay, there was one scrappy part where Wolves put the ball across the goal face, and then we managed to clear it with Ben White. But other than that, there wasn't one point where I was literally holding on thinking, we're going to concede. We did look relatively comfortable, or as comfortable as we could be, with the 10 men. Getting into the player ratings, Aaron Ramsdale had a great game. I'll give him an 8. Clean sheet at Wolves. It's a tough place to go. He did what he could, man. Great performance. Cedric, I'll give him a 7. Cedric did alright. To be honest, I don't want him to play for Arsenal, and be real. Like, Tomiyasu, for me, it's Tomiyasu or we're done. Like, the skill barrier and the skill gap from Tomiyasu to Cedric is appalling. But he did his job today, Cedric, so I'll give him a 7. Ben White looked good. I'll give him an 8. Gabriel was a rock. Gabriel was a complete rock. I'll give him a 9. Honestly, scored for us as well. He was man the match for me for sure. Left back Kieran Tierney did his job. I'll give him a 7 as well. Getting into midfielders now, Partey and Xhaka, a big shout out for them because they both got booked in the first half, and I would have put money on the fact that either one of them was going to get sent off in that second half. But they kept their course, and I don't think they committed a single foul in the second half, either of them. So well done to them, man. They showed some discipline, something that they were both lacking in this game. And yeah, it did help us. We did get a man sent off anyway. Like, if it's not them, it's going to be someone else. But at least it wasn't them two, and at least they kept their heads. Because that whole second half, I was thinking, don't do a stupid foul. Don't do a stupid foul. And they didn't, to be fair, because both of them were booked very early. Especially Xhaka, because I know he has a tendency to lose his head. So I'll give them both an 8. Did well in that midfield together. Going on to the attacker, Saka didn't really do much. He had a couple of chances where he was on the ball, and then there was someone overlapping, and he had a couple of nice passes across the goal that Lacazette could have done better with. But other than that, didn't really do much. I'll give him a 7. Odegaard in the midfield was also a little bit anonymous today. Couple of nice passes, but other than that, didn't really do anything cutting edge. I'll give him a 7. And then Martinelli, I'm sorry, mate, you're gonna have to get a 5. He actually looked really good as well for that red card. He was the outlet. Like when he received the ball, of all the players, when he got the ball, he was one that was doing something with it, running. There was one part where he picked up the ball literally from his own half and ran almost to the penalty box. But there was just no Arsenal player supporting him, so he ends up losing the ball. But that red card was just a little bit stupid, man. A little bit naive. Too much aggression from him. And yeah, it could have cost us. It didn't end up costing us. But I'm going to have to give him a 5 for that, which is a shame because other than that, he's been playing well. And he's lost his place in the side now. And the thing, how it looks with Arsenal is, apart from a few players, we don't have any guaranteed starters, especially in attacking players. Like Emil Smith-Rowe was a guaranteed starter for so long. He went out of the team for COVID and he hasn't been able to get back in. Now Martinelli's out the side for the next game, will he be able to get back into the team again? Who knows, because it is very much a momentum-based thing at this football club. And then Lacazette had a stinker today, I'm going to be honest. I'll give him a 5. He missed a couple of clear chances he should have done better with. There was the first one he got pulled back by Saka and he shot it. It was a good shot, but it was too central. But this second one, straight after he went down to 10 men, Gabriel plays a peach of a ball through to him, through on goal, side foot finesse shot, and it goes wide of the mark. Like, you're a striker, you have to score. You have to score, like, that's what we rely on you for. That's what we want a top-class striker to be there for, and he just did not deliver in that case. And it was really poor to see. Could have done so much better in that position. And that would have made that last 15 minutes basically negligible, because it would have been so much more comfortable. I mean, we did come out with the victory, so it wasn't a big deal, but like it could have been a bit nervy if Lacazette. It could have been way less nervy if Lacazette scored that one. In terms of subs, Rob Holding came on, did his job. To be fair, I'll give him a 7. Just shored up defensively. Eddie Nketiah, I don't know why he came on the pitch. Like for me, I would have brought on Mohamed El Neni just for another defensive body and let Smith Rowe just be a false 9 up there. Nketiah just doesn't need to get games at this football club, in my opinion. Even if we're down and we need a goal, bring on Pepe instead of Nketiah. It does say it's a bit of a hammer blow to Nicolas Pepe, who actually had a very good AFCON, to then not even bring him off the bench and you're bringing on someone that's not going to be at this football club for very much long in Eddie Nketiah. It's a bit of a hammer blow. Like, Nicolas Pepe was on the bench and he's actually been playing false 9 for Ivory Coast at times. It would have been perfect to come off the bench here. 10 minutes to go. We're playing counter-attack with 10 men. Let Pepe run onto any loose ends. Do some skill moves. Because if there's anyone that can pick up the ball and dribble with it and literally be an isolation player where you don't really need support, it's Pepe and Martinelli. And one of them got sent off in Martinelli. So Pepe would have been ideal. Look, we came off the victory. I'm not complaining. But it's just little things like that I would have preferred to see Pepe. It seems like there's a bit of an agenda between him and Arteta. I'm not going to lie. But it didn't cost us. So I'm not going to complain about it too much. And I can't remember the other sub, to be honest, because yeah, we came out with the win. That's the main thing. As always, leave your thoughts of the game in the comment section down below. And if you're new and if you enjoy Arsenal and football-related content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700. It was a big win, man. Especially the fact that Spurs dropped points the other day. United dropped points. Wolves were catching up to us. Leicester dropped points today. Look, we came out of the victory, and that's all that mattered, man. 3 massive points for this football club in our quest for a top 4 finish. That's all we've got, man. It's Premier League or bust, and I'm hoping Arsenal get there. As always, if you're new and if you enjoy Arsenal football-related content, please consider subscribing on my road to 700. Drop a like down below so this video gets out to more people. I've been White Football, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.